When I first started working at Croydon Foodland as a grocery assistant, and I worked at Woolworths Port Adelaide as a fruit and veg assistant, manager fruit and veg on the weekends by myself, all in school. And then I worked at sorry, dropped the phone on myself, sorry. I'm tired. I'm just resting. Very tired, just resting. Then I worked at Bridgewater Coles as a service deli, and then I worked at Hyundai, and then I went back to Coles as a service assistant on the checkout, and then went to Mount Barker Foodland. Did meet a lot of people there. I met a lot of people through work. Then I did everything at Mount Barker Foodland. Maybe not some fruit and veg there. Then I worked at Fruitville Foodland in the dairy. And then worked at Huntley Woolworths, trolley pushing and service assistant. I loved that time. Then the failing business because the lease ran out, they upped the rent and we didn't pay it. The Toy World Norwood that my parents owned, that we managed quite well. We probably owned it never. Then Rose Outdoors Adelaide City as an assistant manager. Then I think Prahran Rebel Sport Prahran as a training manager. Then Melbourne Central as a floor manager. Then back to Prahran as a customer service manager, assistant manager. So the floor manager and customer service managers, and they're all assistant managers. They should get the title of it, assistant manager. Keep things simple, not try to have designated tasks for lazy people not to do anything because they think it's not their job. Now basically a bonus structure instead of a commission only, so everyone wins. Basically, I think. And so I've told head office that as well. They like their commission, but they get a retainer and a commission. But they should have a bonus structure instead of a commission, so then all the processors can get as well. And maybe they'll work harder as well. Then I just casually managed the Rebel Thought program as a casual. And then about Roberthal Foodland as an assistant manager. It was good there. I met some religious people probably. There's a lot of religion in the country as well. And atheism, which I'm an atheist. I'm not a religious fanatic, but I read religious texts just to see what was fiction and what could have been created and what was real, and just to see how they all think differently. And basically I also worked at Bahana Foodland as an assistant manager, and the Salvos Mount Barker as a paid full time. And then you can find treasure at Salvos. Someone's second-hand item could be your new gift that you buy yourself for your room. And then I've got the R's and the M's. They cursed that for me because I was a victim, and they all wanted me to perpetrate so they could get off their crime, making it as if I was the only victim. There's many victims, and we need to be healthy, and we need to realise that we don't have to be a victim again. But that's why I choose celibacy. No sex, just celibate, and just have partners without sex and best friends and boyfriends without sex. Looking over 20. Over 20 would be ideal, not a teenager. But that's why, I then worked at Subaru in Lilydale, but also went to Aston Renault at that time when I was at Rebel casual managing. I went to Aston Renault and worked. Peace be with you. I loved my time at Subaru, but it wasn't long enough because of the lockdown. So Dan Andrews had to get pushed down some stairs, didn't he, as well? We can't tell the true story about that. Maybe Dan Andrews, I think it's time for you to stand up if you weren't made homeless for just your own business as well.